Self-doubt is a silent thief. It robs you of potential, paralyzes progress, and sabotages dreams before they even begin. It's the voice that whispers, "You're not good enough," even when you've already proved you are. But what if you could silence that voice? What if the very doubts that try to stop you could become the fuel that propels you? In this script, we're diving deep into the roots of self-doubt, why it happens, and, most importantly, how you can overcome it and finally achieve the goals you've been putting off for far too long. Introduction: understanding the inner battle we all wrestle with it. The hesitation before you raise your hand. The second guessing after you share your idea. The procrastination that masks fear. Self-doubt doesn't discriminate, it strikes students, leaders, creatives, professionals, and even high achievers. And it doesn't always scream. Sometimes it's just a quiet resistance, an invisible force holding you back. But make no mistake, self-doubt is one of the most destructive forces in our personal and professional lives. This video isn't just about hype or motivation. It's about equipping you with deep understanding and powerful, practical tools. You'll learn the psychology behind self-doubt, where it comes from, and how it embeds itself into your habits and self-image. Then, you'll discover step-by-step strategies to overcome it, not just to feel better, but to move forward, to create, to lead, to succeed. If you're tired of being stuck, tired of playing small, tired of wondering if you're good enough, this is for you. Let's begin. Chapter 1: What is self-doubt and where does it come from? Self-doubt is the lack of confidence in oneself and one's abilities. It can be occasional or chronic, mild or crippling. It often manifests as hesitation, fear, procrastination, or imposter syndrome, the belief that you're a fraud and your success is just luck. 1. Early conditioning: many of us grew up in environments where mistakes were punished rather than treated as learning opportunities. If your parents, teachers, or peers consistently criticized you, that voice often becomes internalized. Over time, you may begin to assume that failure equals unworthiness. 2. Social comparison: today, we're constantly bombarded with filtered images of success on social media. Comparing your everyday life to someone's highlight reel leads to feelings of inadequacy. You start to believe you're falling behind, even if you're making real progress. 3. Perfectionism: the drive to do everything flawlessly can paralyze you. Perfectionists often fear judgment more than failure. Because they set impossibly high standards, anything short of perfect feels like a failure. 4. Past failures: where past efforts haven't gone the way you hoped, it's easy to create a mental narrative that you're not capable. The brain remembers painful experiences to try to protect you, but this can hold you back from trying again. 5. Lack of support: if you've never had someone believe in your potential, your inner critic gains strength. Encouragement and validation are crucial, especially in formative years. Without them, self-belief struggles to take root. Understanding the origin of your self-doubt is powerful. Once you identify the source, you can start to challenge it and create new patterns of belief. Chapter 2: The impact of self-doubt on your life. Self-doubt doesn't exist in isolation, it infiltrates every aspect of life. Career: you might avoid applying for jobs you're qualified for or fail to advocate for your ideas. It can make you settle for less than you're worth, stay in unfulfilling roles, or procrastinate on professional goals. Relationships: self-doubt affects how you show up in relationships. You may tolerate unhealthy dynamics because you don't believe you deserve better, or you might struggle to set boundaries or express your needs. Personal goals: that book you want to write, business you want to launch, or health journey you want to begin, all can be sidelined by the fear that you're not capable. Mental and emotional health. Constant self-questioning leads to stress, anxiety, and burnout. It drains your emotional energy and affects your overall sense of well-being. When you internalize doubt, you unconsciously limit your potential. But you can interrupt that pattern. Chapter 3, Rewiring Your Mind, the Science of Confidence. The human brain is capable of change, a concept called neuroplasticity. This means you can retrain your mind to believe in yourself. 1. Cognitive behavioral tools. These tools help you notice and challenge unhelpful thoughts. For example, if you think, "I'm not good enough," ask, "What's the evidence for and against this belief?" Replace it with something empowering but realistic. 2. Affirmations with evidence. Generic affirmations can feel fake. Make them believable. Instead of saying, "I'm the best," say, "I am learning and growing each day," or "Every time I try, I get better." 3. Visualization. Imagine yourself performing well, giving a speech, acing a test, or leading a project. Your brain starts to treat this mental imagery as practice, increasing your confidence when the moment comes. 4. Micro wins. Break down big goals into small steps. Each completed step is proof you're capable. Track them. Build a streak. This rewires your brain to associate action with achievement. Over time, your inner narrative changes. Self-trust builds. Confidence becomes a habit. Chapter 4, Building an Unshakable Identity. Identity shapes behavior. You will act in accordance with who you believe you are. Redefining your self-image. Begin by asking, "Who do I want to become?" Define that version of yourself clearly, how they think, speak, act, and decide. Behavior alignment. Once you define your future identity, align your actions to it. For instance, if your future self is a confident speaker, you might join a speaking club or volunteer to present. Small actions reinforce identity. Detaching from old labels. Often, we hold on to old identities. "I'm shy. I'm not creative. I'm just average." These labels become self-fulfilling. Challenge them. You are not fixed. You are evolving. Acting from your future identity, even before you fully feel it, helps solidify it. Over time, your sense of self becomes stronger and more supportive. Chapter 5, Overcoming the Fear of Failure. Failure is inevitable on the path to growth. But it's not the end, it's feedback. Redefining failure. Stop seeing failure as a dead end. See it as a detour, a correction, a lesson. Every mistake contains valuable insight. Building resilience. Face small challenges regularly. When you take risks, even tiny ones, you teach your brain that discomfort isn't dangerous. This builds emotional resilience and courage. Normalize rejection. Everyone hears no. Artists, entrepreneurs, athletes, all fail before they succeed. What matters is persistence. The more you try, the more your chances improve. Fear loses power when you stop running from it and start engaging with it. Chapter 6, Developing Grit and Discipline. Success isn't about always feeling motivated. It's about showing up, consistently, with grit. Process over perfection. Focus on progress, not perfection. Each day you put in the work, you're winning. Structure and routine. Create routines that reduce the need for willpower. Morning rituals, time blocks, and prioritized to-do lists help anchor your efforts. Tracking progress. Document your consistency. Visual tools like habit trackers or journals create momentum. Embracing discomfort. Do the hard things. Cold showers, difficult conversations, workouts you don't want to do. Each act of discomfort is a training ground for your discipline. Discipline is your declaration to yourself, I believe in my future. Chapter 7, Surrounding yourself with belief builders. You become like the people you spend the most time with. Evaluate your circle. Do the people around you uplift or undermine you? Distance yourself from chronic naysayers. Seek empowering relationships. Find people who see your potential. Join mastermind groups, coaching programs, or online communities that encourage growth. Curate your input. What you read, watch, and listen to affects your mindset. Choose empowering books, podcasts, and mentors. Sometimes, you borrow belief from others until you build your own. Chapter 8, Taking bold action despite fear. Action is the antidote to fear. Confidence is built through doing. Small, bold steps. You don't need to leap, just step. Send the email. Publish the post. Make the call. Each action shrinks fear and builds self-trust. Let go of ready. You'll never feel completely ready. Don't wait. Start before you're ready, and you'll grow as you go. Reframe anxiety as excitement. Physiologically, anxiety and excitement feel similar. Label the nerves as energy for performance. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's choosing to move despite it. Chapter 9, Celebrating wins, fueling the fire within. Acknowledge your progress. Every win matters. Reflect on your growth weekly. Keep a journal of successes. Reward yourself. Create rituals that reward effort. Whether it's a treat, a walk, or simply smiling at your progress, the reward reinforces the behavior. Share your journey. Telling others about your milestones not only motivates you but also inspires them. Recognizing your wins tells your subconscious you're capable. Keep going. Conclusion: you are capable of more than you know. Self-doubt may always whisper, but it doesn't have to lead. You now understand where it comes from, how it affects you, and how to fight back. You have tools to reshape your identity, embrace failure, build discipline, surround yourself with belief, and act boldly. Remember, you don't need to be fearless. You need to be willing. Start small. Stay consistent. Believe in progress over perfection. You are capable of far more than you know. And the best part: you're just getting started.